Hello, everyone.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to episode 27 of Something to Talk About.
Whew, that is a long time.
That is a long time. And today is Abby's very last day.
It is. Yeah. I'm so sad to be leaving y'all. But Something to Talk About will go on.
It will live on. We're going to have guest stars every week until we pick someone to eventually take Abby's place.
So y'all be nice.
Yes, of course. Yeah, we have some really good stories
we do.
Spanning the South this week.
And we appreciate you guys tuning in on a Friday. Jorie and I were out of commission yesterday, sick.
We're both sick,
because we sit next to each other. So we infected each other. But we're glad you came here to kick off your weekend on hopefully a high note.
Yes, absolutely.
So this first story I am so excited about because it's hilarious. So the headline is, why yes, that really is a crocodile floating around on a pool noodle in Florida. So something you don't quite see every day, but you know, we're glad that you got to see it today. So, Key Largo resident Victor Perez, he reported this to the Miami Herald, that about a week ago he was looking out toward the Bayside Canal near his house in Key West when something kind of unusual caught his eye. And so he said to them, I'm on my balcony, all of a sudden I just see this pool noodle and there's a crocodile hanging off of it. And he said, I had to go get my phone, and so he snapped a picture of it, and sure enough, this is the photo he snapped, and it is a crocodile on this yellow pool noodle just floating around. So this has brought up a few different questions.
Yeah. My number one question is, what happened to the person who was originally on the pool noodle?
Yes, I think that's the biggest one.
Let's hope it just got away from them and they weren't actually on it when Mr. Crocodile found it, because that's a little frightening.
Also, how effective is a pool noodle for a crocodile that's humongous? Because, you know, like, pool noodles really only work for children. So, like, does this crocodile even know he's on a pool noodle, or did he accidentally just kind of stumble across it and he's like, wow, I feel trapped? I don't know.
Or did he know what he was doing? He could have.
Honestly, did you ever read Lyle Lyle Crocodile?
No.
So there's these kids' books called Lyle Lyle Crocodile. Y'all should read them because they're great. And Lyle had, you know, a pretty fun personality, and he would definitely float on a pool noodle. So it could be a good old cousin of my friend Lyle.
Yeah, it reminds me of dogs when they're in like the front seat and they put their little paw on the button and they roll down the window. And I'm like, do you know what you're doing, or is that just...
My dog is not smart enough for that.
Jeter always rolls down the window. I'm like, no, Jeter, I have to lock the windows from you.
Oh
but
my
anyway,
gosh.
I know, it's crazy.
Wow. Well, Victor, he spotted this by mile marker 105.5 in the canal. And although you do see a lot of crocodiles down there, they don't really usually have pool noodles attached to them.
No accessories.
But, you know, just looks like any other typical Florida tourist floating down on a pool noodle.
Yeah, I love that story.
That's really fun.
So next up, you guys bear with me because there are lots of facts in this story.
But it's worth it.
It is worth it. It's
so
very,
good.
very cool. So in 1941, Mr. Roy Rotz, would you say?
I would say Rotz.
He lost his wallet, and it was during World War II, and he was at the Douglas Aircraft Center in Santa Monica helping build a British bomber. He was actually an electrical inspector, is what he says. So he had to often like climb through the nooks and crannies of these aircrafts to help do his job and get done what he needed to get done. So he remembers the day he actually lost his wallet. He said it was just like any other day, and it just fell out of his back pocket, and he searched all the planes, but he couldn't find it and just didn't think about it again after that. Turns out, though, it has been returned to him. He is now 101 years old. So this happened 77 years ago, y'all. That is crazy. And turns out a person found it. Let's see, what was his name? Edgar Warren Birds found it not long after he lost it, and has kept,
in England,
in England, yes, and has kept it in his family, which is odd to me. Like, why would you find someone's wallet and like decide to pass it down? But his granddaughter actually ended up with it, Diane McKinnon, who lives in Scotland now. So pretty neat. And she finally decided to set out to find Mr. Roy and return his wallet to him. She did not think she would find him, actually. She thought she would find a relative to like give it to his grandchildren or something. But she was shocked to find out that he was actually still
alive.
Still kicking.
101.
101, still kicking. Yeah, so inside the wallet was his driver's license, which included the address where he lived at the time, which was the USS Phoenix.
But he's now in Peachtree, Georgia.
Yeah, now he's residing in Georgia. And yeah, he just said, I wonder about that. Like, why would he keep a strange wallet, keeping it and passing it on to his son and daughter? I can't imagine someone doing that. And that's really all he had to say. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting story. And you can see the wallet here. It's kind of old and beaten up. And yeah.
Can you imagine 77 years later your wallet being returned and you're like, is this even valid anymore?
Right.
Your driver's license would definitely be expired.
Just goes to show you, good things always find their way home.
That's true. There's a good little life motto for you from Jorie. Wow. Well, another great story of someone doing something good. We're jumping over to Texas for this one. And it actually happened in the spring, but it's just kind of now resurfacing, so we wanted to bring it to y'all's attention. But Clint Groom, he stopped to get gas at a Quick Trip in Haltom City, Texas. And he witnessed this moment between this young guy and this elderly guy that was really special and very unique and not something you see every day. So he was sitting in his car in the parking lot and saw that there was an old man who was kind of struggling to get back to his car. And then this younger man who had on blue scrubs, you can see in the picture there, approached him and said something to the man, and Groom pulled out his phone and started filming. And I said to Jorie, I was like, I guess this is just like a trademark of the world we live in, that you like see two people approach each other and then you automatically start filming. But I guess he's glad he caught this clip because we wouldn't have it otherwise.
And we're going to post a link to all the stories below, so if you want to watch the full thing,
you can take a look. Yes. So the younger man offered to help this struggling old man. He gave him his arm. It didn't really work, and so the younger man actually like kind of gestured and offered to carry the man, and in which case he just scooped the elderly guy off his feet, brought him to his car. The old man is smiling this entire time. He plops him down in one piece and just made sure he was okay, said goodbye, and then went back into the store and did his best, whatever he needed to do.
So cool.
So I just thought it was so kind, that you would just carry a stranger to their car.
So sweet. I love
Isn't
that
that
story.
nice?
It really is. I hope that one day when I'm old and have trouble walking, someone would offer to...
I'll carry you to your car.
Thanks, Abby.
You're welcome. I knew you were fishing for it.
So, you guys, last but not least, one of our favorite topics to talk about. No, it's not Chick-fil-A, but it's
Close
Disney
second.
World.
Yeah.
Disney World, the happiest place on earth. And this is a really short and simple story, but the facts are pretty interesting. So this article is about a little comparative analysis on what the tickets to Disney World cost. Heavens. 30 some odd years ago.
Compared to today.
Compared to today, and you guys are going to be shocked. So in 1971, a ticket to get into a Disney World theme park was $3.50.
Let's just let that sink in for a second.
That is less than my Starbucks order.
Just one pizza slice you can get for $3.50. You used to be able to get into Magic Kingdom for one day for $3.50.
Crazy. If you guys don't know, in 2011, it was $85.
2018, it's starting at $102 for one park for one day.
You better go now, because in a couple of years, no one's going to be able to afford to get to Disney World anymore.
At least we're saving comparatively to what 2050 is going to cost us.
Exactly. That's a good way to look at it.
Man, but 1991, $33.
Yeah. 2001, $48, which to me is still reasonable. Like under $50, I get that. But $103, y'all. You better just really make the most of it while you're there. Be there at opening, leave at closing, ride every single ride.
Take all the pictures with the characters.
Yeah, because that is expensive.
But it's fun.
It is.
And we still love you.
It's probably still worth it. Well, you guys, that is all we have for you this week.
Wait. Jorie is letting me slip in one extra
Abby has
story.
A bonus story, yes.
Because it's my last day, and because y'all know I love Krispy Kreme, and so this is honestly just a PSA for all of you. But Krispy Kreme is bringing back for 1 week only lemon glazed donuts, and it's starting this Monday, August 27th. So make sure you check your local Krispy Kreme to see if it's being offered near you because these are phenomenal.
They are very
and y'all know that anytime there's a specialty donut, I am the person that waits in line and gets a dozen of them.
She did. She brought in the, what was it, pumpkin
spice? The gingerbread,
spice?
the pumpkin spice.
Last fall to the office.
We had the mint chocolate. I'm a sucker for a fun trend.
Yeah, something about knowing that it's leaving soon makes you just want to go grab it.
Yeah, for real. And I want to show you guys this too. Jorie was so sweet because it is my last day. I'm going to be traveling, and Jorie will have a new co-host.
Yes.
Which makes me sad, but that's okay. And so she had this little picture made for me, so y'all can take a look. So it was actually done by an artist named Jennifer. She runs Sophie and Lily.
Yes, that's her Instagram handle, Sophie and Lily. So
you should definitely follow her.
Yeah.
Her stuff is so cute. But I hope you can see this. It's a little picture of us doing our show.
Yep.
On what looks like to be a great hair day for both of us.
I picked the picture very, very carefully.
Very strategically.
Yes.
So it has been a privilege
and
getting
y'all,
to share the news.
Since it's Abby's last day, we have a little surprise for her.
You have a surprise for me? Oh my gosh!
Cake for Abby!
Oh my gosh,
Publix
cake! Publix cake! Thanks, Meg. Meg's our awesome producer.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope you guys can see this. It says, good luck, Abby.
Yum, I cannot wait to dig in.
This is just the sweetest morning ever. Well, I wish you guys could try a bite of this, but we are about to dig in, so.
Yeah, we'll think about you while we're eating it.
Thank you so much. It has been a pleasure, and Jorie will keep you up to date with all the good Southern news, so you won't miss anything.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
Bye.